Om Shanti, 9 February 2023, Morning Murali, Om Shanti, Bap Dada Madhuban. Essence with children, in order to claim a high status in the future, have no desires in this old world, but simply become a conqueror of attachment. Remember the Father and remain pure. Question: what direct and easy path does the Father show you? What does the Father have nothing to do with? Answer: the Father shows you, children, an easy and direct path to the land of peace and the land of happiness. Children, simply remember the Father and remain pure. However, if you have to face obstacles, if sorrow or illness comes to you, if you become bankrupt, all of those are your own karmic accounts, and the Father has nothing to do with them. The Father shows you methods to use, but it is the duty of his child to become free from his karmic bondages. Next question: due to what reason do some children not become worthy of serving? Answer: when there is a slight intoxication of familiarity between children, or when there are insects of Maya inside them, they don't become worthy of serving. Song: the word of sorrow has gone away. Om Shanti. Happiness and sorrow, it is now the kingdom of Ravan. People don't know what the kingdom of Ravan is. The Father comes and explains to you, children, about when there is sorrow and when there is happiness. In this kingdom of Ravan, there is happiness as well as sorrow. One moment there is happiness and the next moment there is sorrow. When a child is born, there is happiness, but if he dies, there is sorrow. Sannyasis say that happiness here is like the dropping of a crow. Therefore, it would surely be said that this is word of sorrow. However, people don't know that it is only in the golden age that there is constant happiness and no trace of sorrow. You children understand at this time that it truly is night time now. The night is one of sorrow. It is called the night of Ravan. When Ravan comes, devotion begins and voices also begin. You children understand that you are now making effort to remain in constant happiness. The Father explains to you, children, make effort to claim a high status in the future. Don't have any other desires. You children don't know what you receive from the unlimited Father. The Father himself comes and tells you. The world doesn't know what they receive from God. They believe that He gives happiness and sorrow. The Father says, I come to give you constant happiness. Simply follow Srimad. I have come to show you the path to the land of happiness. And the land of happiness, it is your duty to follow that path. What other difficulties come in front of you? The whole world is in difficulty. The Father says, I show you a direct and straightforward path. It is very easy. However, when all the obstacles come, when there is sorrow, when someone falls ill or someone becomes bankrupt, all of those are their own karmic accounts. Each one has to suffer for those. I have nothing to do with those. If someone commits a sin at this time, he still has to suffer the consequence of that. I have come to show you the path. My order is, remember me, your Father, because you have to return home. You have wasted your whole life battling and quarreling. I show you a straightforward path. Remember me and remain pure. I also tell you how to remain like that. If it is your duty to beat your head and make effort, all of those are the karmic bondages of you children. The father says, while living at home with your family, remain pure. The father knows that a wife has a lot of attachment to her husband and children. It is the duty of your children to become free from that and become conquerors of attachment. The father simply tells you two things. If you want to claim your full inheritance, definitely become pure, and secondly, you have to stay in yoga. If someone quarrels with you about anything, that is your karmic account. However, when you remain pure, even the government cannot stop you from doing this. The Father shows you the path where you don't have to leave your home. You have to remain pure while living at home with your families and also stay in yoga, because no one else has given such teachings. People think that it is very difficult to remain pure. No matter how many people remain celibate, the law here is to remain pure while living at home with your families. Kumaris are pure anyway. It is very easy for them. Simply remain pure. Don't get involved in a household. You simply need courage for this. You can say that you want to remain pure in order to make Bharat into heaven, and that Bharat will benefit through this. I will receive an inheritance of purity. This is a matter of claiming an inheritance. In the golden age, there was the pure world. Those who become pure at the confluence age become the masters of the pure world. It is not a question of how everyone in the whole world can remain pure. It is now the time of settlement for everyone. Everyone now has to settle their karmic accounts and return home. Not everyone will come and take knowledge. Those who study easy Raj Yoga will claim their inheritance, let alone the whole world. Not even the whole of Bharat is able to listen to this knowledge and imbibe it. If there are quarrels, you children have to end them with the power of yoga. Those who have some attachment, who haven't become conquerors of attachment and don't have that strength, have to suffer being beaten. Baba received news that a Gopika shed a lot of tears. However, what can be achieved by crying? The Father has shown you many methods. Tell your husband that you want to remain pure and that you are willing to do any other type of work. You can free yourself tactfully. However, first the attachment in your heart has to be broken. Women have a lot of attachment to their husbands and children. Then they say that someone should liberate them. However, there is no question of shouting or crying out loud. This is a matter of understanding. For instance, there may be the wife of a good person who also has first-class children. Baba would tell her to live at home with her family, and so that it is possible to remain pure just for this final birth. Therefore, she has to explain to her husband and be able to handle him. She has to give him a response, but she first has to be able to become a conqueror of attachment. If someone wants to, she can become a conqueror of attachment in a second. Otherwise, it won't be possible throughout her whole life. Many people are unable to let go of their attachment. even after they have left them. And so those strings are pulled and they are unable to maintain that stage. This is why the Father says, first of all, become a conqueror of attachment. If you simply continue to repent for your actions, what would the Father do? There is just the one path for everyone. Definitely become pure. If they don't allow you to remain pure, then become independent and occupy yourself in one type of work or another. A clean heart is needed here. Let it not be that you leave your home and come here and then stay trapped in familiarity with someone in the Brahmin clan. There are many who have a slight influence of familiarity. They are not able to rise their stage. They are unable to become worthy of doing service because there are insects inside them. Maya doesn't leave them alone. Some write, Baba, many storms of Maya come. Therefore, there must definitely be some slight influence. Here you have to remain like a lotus. There is no question of wilting. Everyone has his or her karmic bondages and own cure. When someone asks about his earnings, Baba looks at his accounts and gives him advice. Some have such a business that they are unable to earn their livelihood without committing sin. Such are the times nowadays. Some have a lot of money and so there is no need for them to commit sin. Baba says, sit peacefully and earn the income through yoga. However, before you do anything, you must take advice. Let it not be that after you have done something, you then say, I have become trapped in this. So, what should I do now? Baba continues to explain to you. If you have plenty of money, then sit down peacefully and claim your inheritance from Baba. Put aside the complications of business. It is essential to follow Srimad at every step. Remain very sweet with one another, otherwise you will defame Bab Dada's name. Those who defame Bab Dada's name or the name of the Sadguru cannot claim a high status. Don't take the law into your own hands. Otherwise, everyone would say, are the children of God's clan also like this? The Father says, don't cause anyone sorrow. Wake up early in the morning and remember Baba. Baba, you are so sweet. You are making us into the kings of kings, the masters of heaven. We will definitely follow your Srimad. We will not follow devilish directions. If you don't remember the Father, he would understand that you still have your old devilish sanskars. And so, how could you claim your fortune of the kingdom? Look at your behavior, otherwise there is no one in the whole world as fortunate as you. The Father says, become real children. Let your behavior be such that even the Father is pleased with you. The Father is very concerned about how to liberate children from sorrow and enable them to claim a high status. Baba explains that you may do your mundane business throughout the day, but wake up at the time of Brahma Muhurat, Amrit Vela, and have a sweet conversation with Baba. Baba, you have worked wonders. You are giving me the sovereignty of heaven for 21 births. I will surrender myself to you. Then surrender yourself. Don't just say it. For however long you stay in remembrance, the effect of that will last throughout the day. There are many bees who don't wake up in the morning and so they are unable to imbibe. If you instill the habit of waking up early in the morning, you would see how serviceable you can become. Those who are interested in serving will do service anywhere. Of course, you may be insulted. 1 out of 100 will emerge. You mustn't feel embarrassed about this. There is service to be done everywhere, but there simply has to be someone who does it. Baba continues to show you methods. There should be that intoxication. All other forms of intoxication cause damage. But here you are to change from the ordinary humans into Narayan without any of that impure intoxication. The Father gives you this intoxication. However, no one has the intoxication of knowledge. No one knows about the impure world and the pure world. There must definitely be impure people in an impure world. This is why they worship pure deities. The emperors and empresses existed in the past golden and silver ages. The kingdom of Ravan begins with the copper age. You children know that Shiv Baba is teaching you to perform good actions, and he also gives you vision of your status. These are the vision of the practical instant fruit. Since the Father himself has come to teach you, you should have so much enthusiasm to study. Simply to say that you have karmic bondages is a weakness. Baba also continues to show you methods to become free from karmic bondages. However, he can only give such advice to those who are strong, not to those who are weak. Some women in bondage make effort and are able to handle their husbands with knowledge and with the power of yoga and bring them here. There are also many who are bitter. It is said even if you have to face the most difficult situation, you must not let go of your religion, dharma. You made this promise and you have to abide by it all the time. You should practice this. Maya is very powerful. You have to conquer it. Make full effort. Don't think that it doesn't matter what status you attain in the golden age. No, you have to make effort to become elevated. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab-Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. Essence for dharana. First point, don't take the law unto your own hands. Live together with remaining very sweet with one another. Don't cause anyone sorrow. Wake up at the time of brahmakumaris and have a sweet conversation with the Father. Second point, become a conqueror of attachment in a second. Create methods to remain pure. Have courage. Settle your karmic accounts with knowledge and the power of yoga. Blessing. Blessing, may you be a conqueror of Maya and keep a balance between self-service and serving everyone else while on the field of service. Explanation. Together with serving everyone, it is first of all necessary to serve yourself. This balance between serving yourself and others enables you to make progress. Therefore, while running around on the field of service, keep a balance of the two and you will become a conqueror of Maya. By keeping this balance, you will show wonders. Otherwise, because of becoming extroverted while doing service, instead of wonders, you will be caught in the chaos of some conflict of the natures of yourself and others. While you run around doing service, Maya would make your intellect run around. Slogan: water the seed of your specialities with the water of all powers and make them fruitful. Om Shanti.